How's everybody doing? And thanks for tuning in. This is Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, unicycles, jet skis, boats, personal watercraft of all kind, and your very ever popular 2022 Ford Super Duty F-250 6.7 Power Stroke Diesel Platinum Trim Super Duty. Like this truck. Very cool, jet black. One of our most favorite clients has quite a number of these black trucks. I'm sure you've seen them on other builds. We've got actually two clients that really like the black Super Duty. So enough of that. What are we looking at? Front of the truck, 4 amber M-Power by Sound Off Signal, 3-inch all amber. VHB self-sticky mount, requires one hole to be drilled. Very simple. Yes, the bottom are mounted on the covers for the grill screw, and then you simply drill a hole behind and run the wiring up behind the grill. Really not that big a deal. Above that, our plug-and-play white mirror mod kit running using the factory switches. Plug-and-play, 10-second install, gets you those white mirrors flashing. Variety of patterns. You can choose whatever one you like. Above that, our auto flasher kit for the cab clearance lights. Currently a wire cut kit. You can select to flash all in unison as shown, or you could split them up if you'd like to drop the headliner and isolate and split up the roof lights. Both options are available with the kit. Gives you enough material to do either way. The easiest way is what is shown here. It's done by interrupting a wire on the passenger A-pillar right behind the grab handle. So a very quick, easy kit. Coming soon, plug-and-play adapters for the roof cab clearance kit. They will be coming soon. We're working on them right now. There in the badges, our ever-popular Thin-X LED light. That's about a 6-inch light in all amber. That's a wig-wag pattern you're seeing right there. Keeps the light on the entire time it's flashing, and wig-wags top to bottom, 3x3. That's a 6 LED light, and we have it available in every color combination with white flood override. If you don't need white flood, you can get simple amber as shown here and save a little bit of money. The ambers are a little bit cheaper than the white flood. Alrighty, around the back here on a neo angle, we've got our auto flasher kit on the white cargo light. Now, depending on which cargo light you have, you can flash it simultaneously as shown, or if your cargo light is equipped with a camera, most cases you can also wig-wag left, right, the cargo if you prefer. All that work will be done either behind the cargo or in the kick panel on the passenger side near the passenger seat. At this time, the cargo light is a cut install. You do need to cut a wire, but again, we are working on plug and play for that as well. That will be coming soon. Below that, on the side of the tail light bezel, our LIN 6, LIN-6. That's in a wig-wag pattern. Very similar to the badge light. It's a 75 FPM 3x3 alternation. That's a 6 LED light, just like the badge light, and fits underneath the tail. Now, if you wanted anything besides amber, we have all kinds of colors of every option you could want for the LIN 6 light, which fits right on the side tail there. Now, below the tailgate there, we did drill 2 holes, and we installed our Thin-X LED, the same light we have in the badge. We installed that right underneath the tailgate, and we measured in 6 inches from the seam of the metal on each side. It's about 8 or 9 inches total from the edge, but we just bumped the tape measure into the metal seam on each side. You'll see when you take a look. And we go 6 inches to the center hole. That's where we drill, and that's how we mount that. Alrighty, as I said earlier, our plug-and-play mirror mod kit is running using the factory mirror switches, and all other lighting is running using auxiliary switch number 1. So we have a simple, easy install on this truck. Auxiliary switch 1 turns on everything except the mirrors, which are ran off of the factory mirror switches with our plug-and-play mirror kit. All right, so I was trying to get through that kind of quick so you got an idea of everything you're looking at. Now let's get a little bit technical and tell you everything that's going to be included in this bundle. If you're going to buy this bundle, you're going to get everything exactly as I did it on this truck. If you want to make a few changes, feel free, add or delete anything you like. But what we're talking about right now is what you're looking at right here, which is what you're going to get in this bundle unless you modify it. Front of the truck, you're going to get 4 3-inch all amber M-Power lights. You're also going to get a pack of primer promoter by 3M. That's going to help those stick extremely well to where they are mounted in the grill. You're also going to get 25 feet of 22-5 wire to extend each of those 4 M-Power lights right over to the passenger fender where you'll hook them to your auxiliary switches. There's a factory ground on the passenger fender you may also use. Moving back from that, in the badges, you're going to get 2 of our Thin-X amber, all amber LED lighting. Those are going to mount in the badges. You're going to follow this video I'm going to link to right now. See that link in the upper right-hand corner? That's how to install those badge lights. We'll follow that video. We're also going to give you another 25 feet of 22-5 to extend those badge lights over to the auxiliary switches as well. Now, you will need a little piece of cutoff of that 22.5 when you're working around the back with our Lin 6s and our Thin-X around the back, and I'll explain when I get there. The white mirror mod plug-and-play kit. That's a plug-and-play kit. It's going to come with everything you need. It's going to drop in about 10 total seconds of install, so nothing to say there. Above that is your cab clearance light auto flasher kit. That's going to come with everything you need as well. So that we're going to supply all the tools to do the cab lights either in unison as shown or split up, alternating if you prefer. Both methods are gone over in the instruction, and it's up to you to decide which light show you would like to craft. Alrighty, now working around the back of the truck, that cargo light kit, our auto flasher cargo light kit. It's going to come with everything that you need to do that task as well. So that's all inclusive and is same as the roof lights. Most trucks with a camera, you can alternate that if you prefer. However, I like to do it in unison. I like to flash it as one because it gives you the boldest, brightest flash when you're far away down the road. And I also like to follow the third method of install, which involves cutting the wire at the passenger seat sill area down by the floor, the passenger door sill. And the reason I do that is because that also gets you this light right here. So if you follow that method, you will get this light. If you alternate the cargo, this light will not flash. You will only get the cargo, because when you alternate the cargo, it's done up here behind the cargo. When you do it in the simultaneous, like I'm doing here, it's actually done at the passenger sill plate. So this is the method I use. I like it the best. Underneath it, of course, 2 more of our Thin-X all amber underneath that tailgate, and 2 Lin 6 LEDs, all amber as well. You're going to use some of the cutoff of the 22.5 from in front to extend those 4 lights and synchronize any that you wish. If you want them in sync, wonderful. If you'd like to alternate left and right, the Thin-X under the tailgate instead of a split pattern, your choice, no problem. You're going to bring all 4 of those extensions together behind the passenger tail light. And at that point, you're going to join with our 30-foot length of 18.5. The 30-foot is 18.5 is going to run forward all the way up to your auxiliary switches. Now, I like to do it that way because it gives me the opportunity to synchronize behind the taillight in the back and then run a simple power ground forward, which is all you need to activate these rear lights. We're also going to supply you some 1/8, 3/16, and 1/4 inch heat shrink to make all of these exterior connections nice and watertight. We're also going to give you some uninsulated butt connectors to connect them wires underneath the heat shrink. We're going to give you 2 packs of those as well. That way you've got the connectors and the heat shrink to hopefully waterproof everything. We're going to give you a fuse kit also to put in between this system and your auxiliary switches. I like to do that for 2 reasons. One, the auxiliary switch wiring from the factory is rather short, so the fuse kit gives you a nice extension to that wire. It also gives you an assortment of easily available fuses. The factory fuses are usually a dealer-only item, and certainly not in stock at gas stations in the middle of the night or early morning when you might need one if you're having a problem. I like to switch to the mini fuse holder that we sell. It's 100% waterproof, and that way you can carry some spares, or at the very least, if you had to stop at a gas station, almost every gas station carries those fuses, so they're easy to replace. Unlike the dealer square fuse that's in there now, like I said, most of the time you have to go to Ford to get. So we're going to throw a pack of zip ties in there too, so you can tie up all the wiring and make it look pretty. And I think that's it. If I missed anything or you have any questions, drop a comment, or better yet, send an email. If you have questions about your truck specifically, please provide some photos. I can only guess if I have not seen the actual photos of your truck. So please, if you have questions about a specific vehicle you own, email in the photos so we can professionally help you once we view the vehicle. And again, thank you for watching Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting and LED equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like this bundle. I hope you buy this package. And if you buy anything else, feel free to browse around the site, take a look at some of our other stuff. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching this beautiful 2022 Platinum Black Super Duty F-250. See you in the next video. Build 22331.